Hey, this is Stacia, and today we're going to look at a game that I played at the Parma Chess Club. This game was against a strong player named Sunny Mukherjee, and really nice guy. I really like him. I like his son, both his sons now. I know both of them, or maybe he has more. I don't know. Shout out to Snehan, who's like probably as strong as me at chess, and his little one, Arav. Anyway, I've faced Sonny a number of times now. I tend to have his number, and I'm not sure why. He crushes other people all the time. And he's been over 2,000, which I never have been. That's for sure. So he went e4, I went e5, and he went knight to f3, and I went knight to c6. Bishop c4 is the Italian game, and I played knight to f6, which is the two knights defense. I'm attacking his pawn. Oh no. He went d3. And now I played bishop to e7. Now, why would I do this instead of bishop c5? Well, I have changed the entire way I play against these closed Italian setups, or guaco piano as it's actually called. I just call it closed Italian. After bishop c5, this bishop is vulnerable to the plan of c3 and an eventual d4. And white will orchestrate a very slow, build up, and it starts with castles, rook e1, knight 2, knight g3. The knight usually ends up here. This bishop will drop back to c2, and then they play d4, and it's like everything's aimed at my king side, and I have gotten crushed by this, and Sonny's crushed me by this with this, because the normal line of play after c3 is a6, castle, bishop a7, and the idea is you're kind of prophylactically, saving your bishop from these pushes, which is important for later. But the bishop on a7, although he is a pretty nice attacking piece, and he is just a nice piece in general, he also has the danger of getting blocked later, and he's not defending the king side, right? Which makes all these dark squares a little more vulnerable. Given that I'm not the best defender in the world, I've been getting crushed by that line of play. So I'm avoiding it, which is maybe not good for my development. But at the same time, maybe it is, because I understand what's going on better. And after bishop e7, this bishop's hanging around in case he needs to defend the dark squares over here. But there's a deeper idea as well, which you will see. All right, so he does go c3. And I go castles, and he plays h3. Now, I think h3 is kind of a waste of time. If this was a slow attacking Italian game, this is absolutely fine. But I'm not going to let it be that. d5. Let's go. Now, I think d5 is a very natural move here, and I'll tell you why. He played c3, and he's going for this very slow plan, right? Where he's going to maneuver everything, like I was saying. Well, in a closed position, you can maneuver your pieces. But in an open position, it becomes way more concrete and way more time sensitive, which means there's no time to be maneuvering things. So d5 is an attempt to open the position. In addition to that, his king's not even castled, and mine is. Now, if he had castled, I wonder if my whole thing would be harder to justify. It's possible. Oh, actually, it's not. And I know why. There's a certain line. Yeah, actually, his h3 is kind of a deep move. It's kind of a deep move. I guess I'll show you guys why, but I'm kind of scared to watch the video. All right, so you probably will, but oh well. If I lose rating points but gain understanding, it's still a win in my book. If he were to castle and I played d5, I can still get Marshall-like compensation, but it will be different than what happened in the game. Because I think after takes, and rook e1 putting pressure on here, I think I don't have to defend this pawn, I don't think. I think I can pin the knight right now. I could pin the knight right now, and if he goes for this, which he probably should, winning the pawn, now I will get Marshall-like compensation after knight takes, Rook takes. Can I do this? I'm not sure. But this looks like Marshall-like compensation now because it's a little bit different though. The Marshall part is that all these pieces are on the queen side, which is a theme that will happen in this game. But the other thing about it is that he weakened his king side, right? This, like, don't push pawns in front of your king unless you want to get checkmated. So I've had this in Blitz and I've tested it out, and I do like these positions, even though I'm down a pawn. I believe I have compensation. I'm not going to say full compensation, but almost. Compensation enough for me. So h3 is kind of a deep move because it does stop those lines. But now I can go d5 immediately. Anyway, and it's going to be a little different. Takes, castle. All right, so I can't pin his knight. Oh noes, what do I do? Well, there's some different things I can do here. I know the computer suggests knight b6. I saw this during the game because it does attack the bishop, which is kind of nice. But I thought he just goes here and, like, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if the plan is to go bishop f6. It might be. I'm going to ask the computer because I don't want to play f6. Okay, computer likes bishop f6, and it likes bishop f5, attacking that. That's more my style move. Let's attack that and force d4 and play crazy. Yay. No, but bishop f6 is a move, bishop f5, and also queen d6, which maybe we're going to try to pile up on d3. That's one idea. And then I wonder if we have these plans. I don't know. All right, so queen d6. Yeah, so I'm going to have to analyze those on my own, but I want to continue with the game. After knight takes and castle, I played bishop e6, which is not the best move. It's fine. It's playable. Seemed logical to me. I don't know. And then he went rook e1. Okay, so now he's attacking my pawn. Oh no, he's attacking my pawn. What do I do? Protect it, of course. Except no. Have you met me? I literally don't care about pawns. Okay, well, that's not totally true, but I understand these positions. And the question for me in a position like this, and it's honestly the first thing I think about. The first thing I think about is like, do I have to protect that pawn? Do I get Marshall-like compensation if I play something else? And I played queen d7 because I answered that question, and I thought, yes, I do. So my opponent snatched the pawn. It's the correct move, by the way. Just like in a gambit, it's always best to take the pawn. But now, after rook takes, let's have a look at the position, shall we? This rook, is it strong or is it misplaced? Because I think it's misplaced. If they could double on the d file, that might be a good rook. But guess what? That rook has a long way before it can double on the d file. This rook is simply misplaced and vulnerable to attacks by my bishop, which will also line my bishop up with the king side. If the rook goes this way, he's in danger of getting trapped. That's pretty clear, right? So he can't go that way either. So this rook's terrible. He used to have a knight on f3 defending the king. Where is he now? Yeah, he's gone. So that makes the king weaker, especially squares like this, where usually my queen would pop out, but okay. My queen's on d7 this game. That's okay. I still think that king has basically no friends right now. So, all right. You know, and if you have no friends in middle school, you know, you get beat up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm half kidding. That does sort of happen. Friends are important. You need friends. All right, I feel like I'm talking to kids suddenly. Sorry about that. All right, let's go back to the game. Rook takes e5. Here's the main point, right? We've got these pieces on the queen side that are not developed, and it's very difficult for them to develop. The knight wants to come to c3, but that's not possible. So the knight wants to come here. That would block the bishop. That's not going to be good either. In addition to that, if you put the bishop here, it blocks the knight. Where's the knight going to go? So, like, as you can see, position's very difficult to play for white, and black is ready to rock. Rook's connected, bishop's active, queen's ready. The knight's a little bit vulnerable, but in the center of the board, he would need to trade his only like developed minor piece in order to get rid of my knight. So the resulting position will be good for us. So here I was really curious because I thought, can I play bishop d6? And I actually calculated and I thought no. Now I know it looks like I have discoveries, but if we do counting, which has never been my strong suit, I don't think it's very good. Because, okay, let's say he takes my knight. Okay, I take. Okay, it's even so far. He's up a pawn still. He could take now. Now he's up a minor piece. I take. He takes another minor piece. And then I take a full rook. Should I trade both bishops for a rook? Absolutely not. Especially not when my bishops are super active and his rook is silly, right? So that justifies my move, which was c6, defend the knight. All right, plus that's normal martial move. That also helps. Bishop d2 by my opponent. Kind of funny part of the game because he grabbed his bishop and I think he was about to play here. But I think he realized that this is pretty sketchy because now I will play bishop d6 and this rook is almost trapped, right? He wants to play rook e1 and just get safe, get the rook safe. But unfortunately, he can't do that. So the rook's going to come like, I don't know, here. Just imagine this rook's going to get harassed like crazy. There's all kinds of lines. He might be trapped already for all I know. Like, where do you go? Would you do this? I mean, I don't know. It's not going to be a good day for him. I'm even wondering about stuff like this. You know, because now I'm just coordinating even more. I guess they have this move, but then maybe I just go here. Okay, I don't know what the engine would say. Engine says white's okay, but these lines are, white is living on the edge here. And probably there's a better way to play than what I showed. So after rook takes knight, c6, he had to play a bishop move because he did touch move. So bishop d2. But I was very happy to see this move because it does block the knight now. Good luck to that knight. He cannot get in the game, right? So I go bishop d6, the most natural move in the world. Rook e1. And now it's white to move. If you want to pause your video and find the move I played, which is also the best move, then go ahead and do so. Okay, I played this move instantly because I had already calculated everything to mate. Boom. He cannot take my bishop. Bishop takes h3. So what do you do? Now, he mentioned this move after the game. But I feel like here, you know, I'm just like, I just won my pawn back. And I don't think I'm in any trouble here, right? Like, can I just retreat? I think I would just retreat. I'll see what the engine says. Engine says bishop f5. Yeah, bishop e6 is still better for black. Bishop f5 I would definitely consider. I like the pressure there, and I also like this. So, yeah, that was probably a better choice than what happened in the game because he did take the bishop. Okay, now, obviously I took back. And now he took my knight, okay, which was important because what he wants to do is play rook e3. So if you don't take the knight, you can't. So he took, and I felt here I got to take this bishop. But that's fine. I took it. That bishop was actually defending, and it's in the center, so let's take it. And now he played rook to e3. Wait, am I in the right line here? Why is this... I don't know what crazy line I was in, but all right. This is what happened in the game. Rook e3. Okay, what do we do? So if you want to pause your video and find the winning move, go ahead and do so now. Okay, I really hope that you said bishop h2. This is simple puzzle rush tactic stuff. It is. So if this looks weird to you, play a lot more Puzzle Rush. That's all I gotta say. Okay, because it used to look weird to me, and even my 1900 opponent missed this, but I saw this from a mile away because I do lots of Puzzle Rush. He might have thought I was gonna go here. This is a bad move, I think, because now the king's kind of escaping, right? Like he goes here, check, he goes here. This rook's in the way. I can't even attack the king this way. So, like, there's nothing to do here, I don't think. And my queen's attacked. So white's the one seizing initiative now, and maybe he'll figure out how to untangle. I mean, let's see what the engine says. Yeah, engine says it's a draw now if I do perpetual. It just wants to go, looks like queen h5, king e1, queen h1, king e2. Yeah. Computer wants to draw. It's saying that black is going to be worse if they don't do this, which is what I think too. In fact, I just thought it was losing. I wasn't sure there was perpetual. But this other move is just very pretty because we go check. Can't take my queen, you're in check. By the way, no king f1 anymore, right? Must go here. Now we have discoveries. Now, if we just pull back somewhere random, like, oh, I'm going to attack the rook. No, you lose your queen. So you can't do that. We have to stop this move. They can capture the piece that's checking us. So bishop g3. Now you can't take my queen. And now it's just a simple mate in two. Here, check, here, and mate. So after I played bishop g6 in the game, that's where my opponent resigned because he just went, oh, because he saw it now. He just missed this, unfortunately for him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have taken the pawn. So this is a game where I did beat a strong player in under 20 moves. So he resigned on move 17. So I'm happy. I feel bad for him, though. But he's a good player. I'm sure he'll come back and be getting me soon enough. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.